Coming to you from Hollywood, almost live, it's Comics Unleashed with your host, Byron Allen. Tonight, Byron welcomes Flip Schultz, Harris Stanton, Brad Silnutzer, and Renée Percy. And now, a man who doesn't shake hands with anyone but Howie Mandel, Byron Allen.
DJ A1. We have a funny one for you today. Say hello to Brad Silnutzer, Renée Percy, Harris Stanton, and Flip Schultz. Brad, have you ever done stand-up comedy on Zoom?
I sure have done stand-up comedy on Zoom.
Okay.
During the pandemic, this was all the rage, right? And I did so many of these Zoom comedy shows that I had a neighbor in my apartment complex call and ask if I was okay because I was talking to myself more than usual. And early on in these Zoom comedy shows, you never knew if people were there watching you, right? So I jump on, and the first one I ever did, I'm performing, and it's just me looking at me. So I was desperate to know that anybody was there. So I said to the crowd, hey, if anybody's watching me right now, right, if you could just send a picture of you watching me do comedy, I will Venmo you $5.
Wow.
And I immediately got a pic of another man's junk. Then I Venmoed him $5 because I'm a man of my word. I paid for that picture. Then I moved on with my life, right?
Yeah.
But then this show was on a Monday at 8 p.m. I'll never forget it because the next Monday at 8 p.m., another picture from the same guy.
Wow.
Then the next Monday, another picture from the same guy.
Yeah.
Another picture, another picture,
I'm
another
afraid to
picture.
ask. Was it getting bigger? I'm sorry. So another picture.
Another picture. 12 pictures later, I was like, I gotta send one back.
Uh-oh.
And I don't love how many of you groaned, okay? That hurts my feelings. So I went and I took one and I sent it, and he responds immediately. He goes, wait, is that really yours? And I'm looking at these 12, I was like, wait, are these not really yours? And he was like, look at the pictures, and they were all different people, yeah. They were different sizes, they were different races, they were different ages. I am an idiot.
In all fairness, 12 photos for $5 is a deal.
Thank you.
Well, I love how Renée jumps in there and goes, in all fairness,
I pay way
12
more
of
for
them
that.
for $5 is really a good deal. What do you pay, Renée?
6 at least.
I mean, it's just nuts that people are...
No pun intended.
No more Zoom shows for you. Renée, how you doing?
I'm good, but first of all, yes, I know. I look like North Hollywood Barbie. I get it. Okay? I get it. I look like Barbie made a few bad decisions, okay? Maybe I should have introduced myself first. My name is Renée, and my full name, you guys, and this is not a joke, my full name is Renée Sutra Crystal Percy. Yes. And my parents were hoping for a stripper. Oh. They named me Sutra, as in the Kama Sutra. What? That would be like parents today naming their kid like Carol, OnlyFans, Douglas. Like, no kid wants to be named after how they were conceived, okay? Just ask my friend Petri Dish.
Harris, you been traveling a lot?
Yeah, man, I travel down south to visit my parents because they're getting kind of old. But I don't know if you guys notice this when you travel down south between north and south, is that classless people in bigger cities got way more class than classless people in small southern towns. Like there's levels to ghetto. And you can experience all these levels at one time at the Waffle House. All walks of life. I used to work at the Waffle House. On the weekends, people would come in late night after the club, and they would be like, can I get a burger and french fries? There's one lady, and she leans over the counter and goes, excuse me, can I get cheese on that? And I go, no problem, cheese are extra 50 cents. She went, what? You can't just put it on there? All right, no, lady, I can't just put it on there. I don't make the cheese rules here at the Waffle House. She came back in Saturday night, true story, came back in Saturday night around about the same time after the club, ordered a hamburger and french fries, except this woman pulled out her own cheese out of her purse. I said, so you mean to tell me you went home last night with this on your mind? And when it was time to go to the club, you took a shower, you grabbed your purse, your keys, and your cheese.
That's ghetto.
Yeah, that's very ghetto.
Look, do you have any siblings?
Yeah. I have a younger brother. He's my best friend in the world. And he got married first. I'm not sure if anybody else has had that experience where somebody younger than you in the family gets married first. Very awkward at the wedding. There's always one person who's got to make you feel guilty about it. That was my aunt at the wedding. She's like, Flip, when are you going to get married? Your little brother's getting married. You can't stay single forever. I know women get it sometimes at baby showers. You know, when are you going to have a baby? Your sister's having a baby. You got to start a family. I say if you do it at those family functions, you should do them at every family function, you know? Like funerals. When are you going to die, Uncle Larry? You're older than him. You can't live forever.
All right, don't go away. We'll be right back with more Comics Unleashed. Welcome back. How long have you and your husband been married?
My husband and I, we actually just celebrated 20 years together.
All right. Congratulations.
Wait. Sorry. Not in a row. No. We took a year and a half off to find ourselves in bed with other people. And we didn't just break up, like we actually got divorced. I remarried my ex-husband. Yes, because I believe in recycling. Don't worry, we're happily married now. Thank you to our therapist. Yes. Oh my, yes. Having a therapist, you guys, it is like having a relationship translator. Now when my husband's like, oh, are you mad at me? Oh. I'm like, you'll find out Thursday at 3.
Paris, you afraid to fly?
Terrified.
Yeah?
Terrified. I fly all the time for comedy, you know. You like flying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people like you. You bug me with your confidence. You probably take your shoes off, too, when you get on a plane.
Yeah.
Because you might have to put them back on to get off. After you crash, that's what I think is going to happen. I like to buy the extra row seat because it got, obvious reasons. And I have no problem lying to that lady about understanding those terms and conditions. They give you a job when you sit in that seat. I don't work for Delta. I tell you what, you see me in the extra row seat, you should probably save yourself. If that plane crash land on water like it did with Sully, I'm gonna crap my pants and slide down that float first.
Look, how are you dealing with being older?
You know what? I'll be honest, man. I'm enjoying it. I just had a birthday very recently. I turned 50. I look. Thank you. And I'll be honest. I don't know if anybody here has recently turned 50. I was so dreading it. I thought 50 was going to be like, oh, look at me, and it's not. It really is. It's all in your mind. But that's my issue now. Is I'm having like this mental conflict about like how I feel versus what I am. Like Like in my head, I still feel like I'm in my 40s. But I am 50, you know? And most days I still act like I'm in my 30s. But I am 50. And a couple months ago, I was sleeping with a woman who was in her 20s. But I am lying.
How's your dating life?
Well, asking me about my dating life on television is very mean, Byron. No, my dating life is fine. Some people happen to be into this look. Some women are very into Bob Ross after a divorce. Like, you can just imagine me, you know, Bob Ross in the back of the courtroom being like, you can't take half my paints. If you take half my paints, how am I going to make purple? But anyway, recently I did get pulled over on the way to a booty call. I got pulled over, yeah. I was driving too excited. I was very excited, just driving around to the music, swerving, just having the time, being like, this hasn't happened in years. And the cop talks to me for a while, right? And he's like, you seem sober. And I'm like, I am sober. And he's like, why were you driving so poorly then? And so I just tried to tell him the truth. I was like, a girl texted me to come over and hook up tonight, right? And he took one look at me and said, I don't believe you. And I was like, I promise I'm telling the truth. And he's like, prove it. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna prove it. And he was like, let me see your phone. So I just handed him my phone and there's just two texts. One that says sup and one that says come over. And he just hands the phone back and says, go get him. He gave me a police escort. He was like, this guy needs this.
It does explain why you were late to my house.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more Comments Unleashed. Welcome back.
I want to say thank you. I understand you're going to entertain the troops.
Oh, yes. Actually, I go every year, and I love going. I'm very excited. Except this year, they told me that I'm only allowed to bring a carry-on for a month in winter. That is impossible, okay? My husband immediately gave me advice. He was like, oh, just bring 2 pairs of pants, 2 shirts, and some socks. I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. That he thinks it is the clothes that are the issue. Ladies, back me up. It is the liquids. It is the moisturizers, the creams, the gels, the oils, the serums, the elixirs. Like, ladies, we pack like we are going to a potions class at Hogwarts, okay? Without all my liquids, you guys, I am drier than a Mormon wedding, okay?
Harris, what are you doing to stay healthy?
Trying to eat better, trying to have more leafy green diet, you know. I used to date this vegan, but, you know, she used to always give me trouble. She thought she was better than me because all she ate was air and lettuce sandwiches all day. She used to say that every time you order beef or anything like that, you give the companies permission to kill the animal. And I've heard other air eaters say that. I think we should eat the cows. You know why? Because their farts are destroying the air. That's true. Some goofy white scientist stood behind the cow's butt. I know he was white. I'm sure he was white. Ain't no black man gonna stand behind a cow's butt. These readings are staggering.
I feel like I look like I could be that scientist.
Yeah, you could.
Is it true you have great intuition?
It's not true. I have horrible intuition, and I moved here to Los Angeles from New Jersey, and everyone in New Jersey would always give me practical advice, but now that I live in LA, everyone just tells me to go with your gut. And I don't have a good gut. I dressed myself today, you know, and it's like, this shirt doesn't even fit me. And by the way, for the people in the front row who covered your eyes, that hurts. I have bad intuition. When I first start dating someone, my gut's going crazy. My gut's always like, text her again. And my brain's like, don't do it. And my gut's like, text her again. And my brain's like, don't do it. And my gut's like, text her again. And I finally listen to my gut, and I text her again. And the second I press send, my gut's like, break your phone. Break your phone, move to the woods. We're a woods man now.
All right, don't go away. We'll be right back with more Comments Unleashed.
sure a better planner, but I think in general, women, we are better planners than men, right? Yes. Yes, but it doesn't mean that we want to do it all the time. Like, we appreciate when a man steps up. And that is why women love true crime. Guys, when you see a serial killer, we see a man with a plan. We're like, oh my gosh, he bought all those garbage bags, zip ties, and chloroform for her. And serial killers are decisive. 20 years my husband and I have been together. That is over 7,000 times I have heard him say, so, what do you want to do for dinner? Figure it out. Did you guys know that Jeffrey Dahmer got marriage proposals while he was in prison? Yeah, women were like, okay, yes, he may be a cannibal, but at least he knows what he wants to eat.
Cliff, do you have any phobias?
Oh, yeah, man. Spiders.
Yeah?
Oh, I got arachnophobia. I hate it, man. Which I think is a normal fear. Like, a lot of people are afraid of spiders with arachnophobia. Because there's certain phobias that never make sense to me. Specifically, homophobia. Nobody has a fear of gays. Yeah. This is how I know. There has never been a horror movie, and I'm talking an edge-of-your-seat jump scare, oh my God, I'm gonna crap myself horror movie, about a house that was haunted by a gay guy, right? But I would love to see that coming attraction, right? Like the lights go down and suddenly it's...
This summer, from the director of The Conjuring and the writer of A Quiet Place and the choreographer of Wicked comes a movie so scary, it's fabulous. Prepare for the poltergeist.
Yo, man, this house is creepy, dude. Oh, I heard something in the closet. I'm gonna open the door.
Whatever you do not let it out of the closet.
Boo. Wait, are you gonna kill me? No, your outfit. Boo. Just saying. Just saying.
Give them a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Please come back and see us again. And you at home, thank you. Until next time, keep laughing.